What's up, guys? Sam Taggart here, and I'm with DDD Experts. I help scale companies and sales reps to make tons more money than they're making now in door-to-door. So fiber is such an industry that is up and coming and booming, and it's so fun to watch friends, companies, people transition because it's like a land grab. It's like, hey, dude, we're laying fiber, new fiber lines into markets that no one ever had good internet. You know, you might have been to an area where, you know, your internet still feels like dial-up. Remember the days when you're... So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to sell more fiber in 2025. And I think there's two types of fiber salespeople. And I'm just going to hit it to you straight on tip number one. Be dynamic salesperson. The first type of fiber person is the guy that was lazy and said, oh my gosh, easy sales. Go to new market that no one's ever heard a fiber pitch, and they are laying new fiber lines, and I am saving them money and giving them 5 times faster internet. And you call yourself a salesman. I'm like, that's not that cool. Like, no offense, go sell something that actually requires salesmanship and not just order taking. And I promise you, you get your face kicked in. So that's the first type of fiber rep. The second type of fiber rep is a certified sales professional that says, I don't care if the fiber's been laid for 3 years and this doors have been knocked 10 times. I'm switching everybody that hasn't switched, and I'm going to those neighborhoods. They're not waiting for that low-hanging fruit. I can only sell if anybody's like never even heard the pitch. And I'm okay with going and playing the cleanup crew on areas that have already had fiber lane and had already been saturated. To me, that's a sales guy. And to me, that's a hunter. And to me, that's not somebody that's weak-minded. To me, that's not somebody looking for the shortcut. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is I found a lot of people, they're blitzing a market. And they're moving through a neighborhood at a pace of which I knocked this territory. I got these leads. Usually what happens is a fiber company will get a territory and they get assigned these leads, meaning these are qualified homes to sell. And I'm like, really what happens is a sales rep looks at it and they say, if I want to sell more, I just got to get through that neighborhood as fast as I can. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I want to mine and mine and mine and mine until everybody in this freaking neighborhood has my fiber. Because the better you mine and the more saturated you make your own neighborhood, the easier the next sale is. Meaning I'm renocking my own territories over and over and over again and be like, I'm just going to keep going back until it makes sense to you because I've already set up another 45 of your neighbors. I don't know what we're missing here. Is it just like you're stuck on like the old like dial-up, like you're just like stoked to pay more and have crappier internet? Like, I'll just keep coming back until it makes sense. And you just want to be that like freaking squeaky wheel in your neighborhood that isn't afraid to go re-knock, isn't afraid to go perfectly drop every pin, and is maximizing that territory. Because I go, it's not every day that you get new territory. And why not me be the one that's going to saturate it? Because I'm going to be one to mind every other deal out of this. Tip number 3, train. Too many people, when they think of a fiber pitch, they are taking too many shortcuts. And what I mean by this is you knock and you're selling them off of savings and faster internet. Those are pretty much the two sales arguments you can make. So my argument to you would be, if I handed you a product that and or asked you the psychology of what you're actually saying, can we sell through just the two simple, obvious outcomes? What I mean by this is, do you understand how to use paraverbals and nonverbals? Do you understand how to use embedded commands? Do you know how to objection hop? Do you know how to 8 Mile? Do you know how to actually go and get referrals? Do you know how to close in 15 different ways? Do you know how to loop? Do you know how to, does that make sense? Like, most fiber people are kind of like, I need bodies to just wave a flag and say, hey, faster internet, da 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 da. And they tend to get by. What happens when you put a savage professionally sales person in the neighborhood instead of being like, free fiber, cheaper internet? I'm talking, you're like, oh, I made $5,000 this week, or oh, I made $3,000 this week. And I go, wow, I think I could have put a remote control car with an audio recording, faster internet, free, discounted, cool, driven up to people's doors and literally played my audio recording and probably done just as many sales. Like, think about that for a second. So what happens when you professionally train yourself in sales? And that has to do with investing in training. And that's what we do at DDD Experts, is we train harder and we train more sales professionals than anyone else in this industry. So we're here to help you. We want to see you guys succeed. 2025 should be the freaking best year of your lives. And I want to see you guys all freaking hit it. I don't think there's a limitation or a cap on this industry of like well, sorry, you already hit your quota. You can't sell more. No, there's no cap. Go take advantage of that. You deserve it. And if you got some value to this, hit subscribe. We want to hear your questions and stuff in the comments. And we'll see you guys on future videos.